Hello and welcome to Delphine's Discovery. This is another official novel that I want to check out. As far as I know, this is a murder mystery type one, so looked very interesting from the screenshots. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. I like that there's like a little pen next to the options here. It's cool. Anyway.
Finally, here.
I struggled to catch my breath, hands on my thighs as I tried to not to completely double over and collapse. I've ditched my family car in favor of something a lot less noisy. My running shoes. I've already made sure they were the quietest pair I own, but one can only be so silent while their feet pounding against the asphalt. I'm crouched a few feet away from the front of the famed Atino Manor, once home to the Little Voices Orphanage, which operated for only a few years until it was shut down because of a tragic mass killing. Or so the stories go. I can't really tell fact from fiction anymore, not with the current events happening in our beloved town of Interstice. I have reason to believe that something suspicious is happening right under the citizens' noses. That's why I'm here, to find the truth once and for all. I shrug off my brown leather book bag from my back and gingerly place it onto the pavement in front of me. Pull the front strap open and let out a relieved sigh. The foam from my father's utility shed that I lined the inside with is still in place. A Technia Series 3 drone is in tip-top shape, makes no noise as it sits nice and snug in my bag. Snap my fingers, awakening the small drone. Oh, look at him. He's so cute. Yeah, I think we saw him on the main menu as well. As it floats up, reach out to position its height, eye level, and cover the normal blinking lights with my fingertips.
How may I be of service?
Miss Karas. The greeting is a happy one, though much too loud for my liking. Thankfully, the speaker isn't out of reach, so I'm able to sneak one of my hands over it. Activate incognito mode, please. Okay, incognito mode has been activated. Can I do anything else for you, Miss Karas? Move my hands from the drone once I'm sure the lights have shut down and the voice has been lowered. Today I go by Delphine, not by Miss Karas.
Okay.
I will call you Delphine from now on. Will you be changing my name as well? Tonight is a special occasion. I can give my new drone an actual name. Why not? I get to name him! Yes! I am going to name thee Frodo, because he is small and he is on a mission. That's all I got, so thank you. I will go by the name Frodo from now on. I'm gonna like this. Frodo floats back leisurely in front of my face, unaware of its important role in tonight's expedition. Technia Series 3 drone was a gift from one of my father's clients, who had decided to upgrade to the most current Series 4 drones. Seeing as my father doesn't even know how to work his phone properly, drone was given to me, and I couldn't be happier. I've only had it a few weeks, but what I've been able to learn from the handbook has allowed me to do a lot of cool things, especially regarding my online investigative show, Delphine's Discoveries. Frodo, start recording, please. Okay, I will begin recording after the beep. If you want me to stop recording, simply ask. Don't know what my life would be like without my little drone buddy. Takes being a personal assistant to the next level. I can ask it for help with just about anything. If it can't help me, drone can direct me to some information that can. Best of all, everything is linked to my phone using the companion app from Technia Inc. I suggest they sponsor me, but then I remember what they're trying to do to my family's business. Such an incredible little drone, I can't help but feel a little bit like I'm betraying my father and everything his forefathers have built on for our family's delivery service. And that's more the reason why I need to be out here making a video to draw attention to the suspicious activities of Techniac Inc. But it's dark out here and the drone likely can't pick up my image. I still straighten out my outfit and push my hair behind my ears.
Hello, my little Delphines. It is I, Delphine, your host of another episode of Delphi's Discoveries.
Trying my best to keep my voice to a whisper, but loud enough that it will be picked up on the recording. For the first time ever, I'm leaving home base to bring you guys directly into the action. Do you remember hearing about that great tragedy of Little Voices Orphanage? Chances are you probably have if you from Indus. Yeah, that place. Reach out and push one of my hairs out of my face. Normally I record my intros at home in the comfort of my bedroom, but tonight I didn't come prepared with a script, so I'm fumbling with what to say next. Deep breath, Delphine. Being in front of a restricted area isn't helping me think, only making me more nervous. Try to push the thoughts from my head and keep going with my speech. Well, being a town right in the center of two large ports, you'd think people would take more interest in Interstice's history. Makes me wonder if we're really living up to our town's name, as the in-betweener space for people to pass through and forget, or pass through and forget, or if there's something much more calculated going on. I didn't think much of it until I saw a little flyer floating around town, ordered by Technia Inc. and authorized by the mayor of the Interstice himself. Did some digging about Technia Inc., the mayor, and the new Series 5 transport drones, but that'll be edited into the video later. Don't have much time to be spending out here. Technia has informed the citizens of Interstice that they may hear strange noises coming from the old Artino mansion because of drone testing for the new Series 5, which is apparently so important that the mayor himself has ordered townspeople to stay away from the building. Sounds strange, doesn't it? I think that, as I begin to postulate, I'm interrupted by a loud booming voice that's closer than I would like.
Hey, who's there?
Ah, shit. Stop my theory and it strikes and shuffle to get the droid back into my bag. Speaking of government-mandated security guards, not sure how much force the security guards are issued to use. I'd much rather get in and out of the manor without getting caught. If my family name gets linked to this, last remaining people who believe in the Karas delivery service may jump ship. Don't have time to dwell on it, as I hear leaves crunchy under the guards' feet. I have to get away from their view and inside the manor to get some footage. What should I do? Hey, let's try throwing something as a distraction. I don't think hiding the garden would work. Look around for something that I can throw to divert the guard's attention. Hand rolls to the ground and settles on what feels like a jagged pebble. I juggle it between my hands for a bit before deciding it's heavy enough to make a sound that the guard can hear. Don't aim my throw precisely, but the rock lands to the far left of me as I begin to crawl in the opposite direction. Hopefully the guard thinks someone in the opposite direction threw their rock at him. Though, as I'm making my way away, I can hear the security guard quite clearly. Don't dare peek up from my hiding space to see what's going on, but I can kinda guess what's happening by the beeping sounds that are very similar to what I've heard my drone make.
Stupid robot.
That scared the living hell out of me. Can't believe the mayor's got me guarding robots. 10 years in the police force for this nonsense. Here is your package, sir.
I didn't order any packages.
Shut down or something. What was it again? Security guard begins to list off several different ways to say power down. They're apparently never the proper one. You cannot leave your package without a signature. Please sign here. Seeing that's unfolding sounds too funny to miss. Put my head over the stone fence just a little to see what's going on. Drone flying high above the disgruntled security guard is shooting out receipt papers. It's almost never ending.
Here's your chance.
Go on it. Uh-oh. Hear a new voice, only inches away from my ear. Whirl around as fast as I can to face the stranger. Oh, well, hello there. Looking at me with a toothy grin, though I'm sure I'm not recuperating the friendly sentiment at all. Caught the straps on my backpack tightly, enough to turn my knuckles white.
Huh?
Where did you come from? I'll tell you're inside. That's where you're heading, right? Motions to the other side of the mansion where the sole security guard is nowhere near. It's hard to really make out who the stranger is in this darkness, but I can say I've never heard his voice before. I've delivered to just about everyone in town, multiple times a week. How do you know? Heard that little monologue thing you were doing about the manor? Think you're onto something, and I want in. I shake my head instinctively. Can't let the stranger come with me. Have an obligation to protect the Karras family name. So you can't find out who I really am. Aside from that, I don't know anything about this handsome stranger. I can't just go with you. You haven't even told me who you are, or how you got here. Can't shake the uneasiness that settled in my stomach. I don't think there'd be anyone besides me and the guards here tonight. This man's presence is a game changer, but on whose side I can't be sure.
You don't trust little old me?
Places a hand on his forehead and looks down at the ground. There's nothing scary about me at all. No, nothing scary about the man who showed up out of nowhere at this manor that no one is supposed to be at, might I add. And there are tons of people who died at, and that's beside the point. He's now looking up at me with the same smile from earlier. My pink hair bounces as he animatedly moves around the moonlight. What about me not hearing you approach me? That's not scary either. What? Not my fault you're not paying attention. He points down to his boots and then aims his foot towards me as if that will help me get a better look at them. I can just barely make them out with the pink light strip that runs along the bottom. You're telling me you didn't hear these stompers? No, not at all. Too focused on the earlier spectacle. I'll be more careful next time. Good, that means I'm doing a decent job. Gives me a thumbs up. Wow, great job. Put your name on my wallboard during my next stream. Clap my hands together in an exaggerated fashion and lean towards him with a forced smile. Man only chuckles. You keep at that and the security guard is going to come over here. That would be fun to watch, actually. Places his hand on his mouth as if he's going to shout over to the security guard, and I wind my eyes. Rock was a good effort, but didn't quite do the job as well as me. You're welcome, by the way. I'm welcome?
Huh?
Wait, did you did something to the drone? It wasn't hard. You just tell it to do things and the little machine just does it. Pretty useful. Yeah, super useful. Stranger takes a step back from me and turns on his heels. I'm going in. You can either come with me or find a way in yourself, but the latter is much more work. Gets to walk forward, stopping only slightly to taunt me. I'll see you in there, as long as you don't get caught, that is. Me? Caught? You don't know who you're dealing with.
Delphine of Delphi's Discoveries.
He mocks me. I roll my eyes at him and place my hands on my hips. Make fun of me all you want, but I'm kind of a big deal on the internet. We're not on the internet right now, little dolphin. Little dolphin? I glare at him.
Punk?
I'm the bigger dolphin here, punk. Punk? Wow, I haven't been called that in a long time. Prefer you call me D, though. That's my name, after all. Anyhow, you coming or what? I mean, I assume that's why you keep talking to me while I'm trying to get inside. You're not the one who started talking to me, so it's you who wants to join me.
A mystery and a cute girl? Sign me up.
Begins to walk forward again, leaving me in the dust. You're coming, right? Not going to leave me all alone in that spooky building, are you? Scrunched up my nose and let out a sigh. Am I really going to follow this strange guy inside tonight? Yes, I guess I am. For the pursuit of the truth.
Fine.
Okay, fine. But you better not get in my way. I have one purpose and one purpose only tonight. Alright, killer, let's go. Killer? What are you, like 80 trying to be 20? D slows to a stop when he hears my words, turns around to face me yet again. Hurt me more, beautiful. I like the pain. Did he just... Going into the creepiest building in the town with this guy. Already regretting my decisions. Left you speechless, huh? I had that effect on most girls. Good thing I'm not like most girls. Pick up the pace, frat boy. I have things to do, and floating inside of a spooky manor isn't one of them. Can't think of a more romantic setting myself, but fine. I'll get you there in one piece, my lady. Just follow me. I double check that my drone is nicely secured in my bag so that it isn't mistaken as a Series 5 or worse. Alerts the security guards to our location. Then I follow the stranger begrudgingly. There we go. D takes me to the side of the building where a rock is missing in one of the stone fences. Lodges his shoe into the hole where the rock would have been and uses it as a foothold. Lands on his feet gracefully, bowing at the end of his little show. Now you. I follow suit but land on my backside with a thud. Of course. You okay? Couldn't be better. So quickly and wave the man's concerns away. Are you sure? Looks like you felt pretty hard for me. You really shouldn't have. You're really gonna take every opportunity to flirt with me, aren't you? Okay, that's it, I'm leaving. Push yourself off on the ground and begin to dust up my shorts off. Oh, come on, we're so close. Dave points to the building behind him. It's fairly tall with a massive clock in the center of it. Can't imagine what it could be. I mean, it's a clock tower? Let out a sigh. Fine, whatever. But it's for the investigation, not you. That's what all the girls say. Cross my arms over my chest and tap my left foot into the soft dirt we're standing on. We're going to go inside from the basement, since you'll probably make too much noise, and we'll get us caught right away. Hey, see, you're doing it now. Do you think that machine has enough paper loaded up to keep the police officer distracted for much longer? This slightly improved lighting, I noticed the man's pink hair more clearly. On the side, I can see that he's got it tied up into a small, messy ponytail. The logo on his pale pink sweatshirt reads Happy Life Happy. Something. I can't quite make it out. Pretty sure I've seen that bunny design somewhere before though. When I look down to examine his stylish and form-fitting pants, his voice makes me jolt. Take a snapshot. It will last longer. Feel my heart rising to my cheek, or the heat rising to my cheeks. I turn my head to the side to hide my blush, hoping the darkness around us covers it well enough. I was trying to reach his sweatshirt. Not so much to do in the dark like this. Yeah, but I got some of it. Happy life. Happy goodbye. Finishes a thought for me. It's from the store in the mall. Took a bunny. You got some wicked designs. Oh, Took a bunny. I thought the bunnies looked familiar. What about my pants? I saw you looking down. Before Dee can finish the suggestive thought, I clear my throat. Didn't she say the drone is going to run out of paper eventually? Let's get going. Shoot forward and he laughs once again. Okay, beautiful. Follow me then. Dee walks forward with a purpose, as if he's been to this place 1,000 times before. Clearly he's not some guy who wants to tag along for a night of adventure. Got to have his own reason for being here. I want to ask him a million questions, but I'll do it in the safety of the old abandoned Latino manor, away from the danger of being spotted by the security guard. As we draw nearer, I get a bit of glimpse of the old building. Despite the height, the tower is as wide as a garden shed. The clock looks like it has long stopped telling the time years ago. Dee turns around and places a finger to his lips. By now, the security guard must have had enough fun with the drone. Time for us to disappear before we get caught. Point to the shed's door as if to motion that Dee should go first. He shakes his head before wiping his hands on his pants. You first. Why, you afraid? Me? No. I can watch our backs much better than you can. And before you can argue with me, you didn't even hear me approach you, so I don't want to hear a single thing.
Fine.
Remember that my drone is still recording inside my bag. Civil Command could either call the police, make loud sirens to scare any potential attackers away, or both. Since the stranger is not getting the one up on me if I can help it. Carefully maneuver the door open. It makes only minimal noise as it scrapes against the floor before stopping. There is nothing but pure darkness in front of me. Don't know what is in the shed. I can't bring myself to step into the dark nothingness before me. Who's the one scared now? These voices a whisper, close enough to my ear that I nearly stumble over from fright. How does he keep doing that without me noticing? Oh right, too busy being a baby over the darkness. Take a large gulp. I'm not scared. I can do this. If you insist, I'll go first. He dismisses my words and slides into the darkness with ease. What happened to watching my back? We can wait until we get caught, or we can go in. So, little dolphin, what are you afraid of more? Someone sneaking out from behind, or someone grabbing you in front of these steps? Definitely being snuck up from behind, which has happened to us more tonight than our entire lives, I think. Definitely the girl sneaking out from behind us. First one he'll be able to see because I have nowhere to run. There goes protecting my family. In that case, I'm going first. Trying my best to move past Dee without brushing up against him, or tripping down what I find out to be very quickly are actually steps. When the door closes behind us, I hear Dee chuckle. I love a lady who likes to take charge. Lead the way. If you weren't walking downstairs in complete darkness, I'd turn around to kick you. Stop flirting. Trying to solve a case. Reach out and try... Oh, and touch the sides of the stone walls to help guide my way down. Slowly and steadily. Find it strange that you're investigating tech now when you have one of their drones. I think their technology is amazing, but not when they're trying to use it to put a family out of business. Kara's family has been in charge of delivering packages, goods, and even people all around the interstice for centuries. Sounds like a monopoly to me. Can't the Kara's family share their deliveries with the drones? No. People love opening a door and seeing a familiar face, handing them their package. Drone can't deliver with tender love and care like a person. Sounds like a personal vendetta for you. It's not a vendetta, not a Karas, but I care about my town, and the fact that the big corporations are coming in to squish it. My foot touches the flat ground, I let out a sigh of relief. Both because they made it in one place, and because I can change the subject before D prods any further. Speaking of drones, Frodo, turn on flashlight.
Flashlight mode activated.
Yay! Well, I mean, we could have done that earlier. A small light poking out from my bag, I'm able to see enough to get my drone out and situated. Okay, this isn't creepy at all. Wow, that's helpful. Should have done that sooner. Dave is slowly clapping his hands next to me. Stomped my foot on the ground and let out a small growl. Why would I risk being caught with a light shining through the doorway? Didn't know how long the stairs were. Alright, I'll give you that. I've adjusted the new lighting. We're in some kind of tunnel beneath the manor. Not much down here, and the lack of lighting at the end of the walkway is more than a little concerning. I wipe my sweaty palms on the front of my pants. If I didn't know any better, I'd think that you lured me down here to kill you. Yeah, no one would check down here. David begins to laugh as if my suggestion is absolutely absurd. Well, good thing you know better then, right? For now. Are you changing your mind? I need more reassurance. Tell me, how do you know about this place? The manor or the tunnel? The tunnel. Everyone in this dice knows about the manor and what happened here. Oh, yes, the slaughtering. Breath hitches in my throat as I think about it. Many people died here, but I never thought of it as so gruesome before. Were they slaughtered? I don't remember the stories being so violent. I read an article about a young boy killing everyone and himself over a jealous bout. Sounds pretty violent. Yeah, I guess so. It's not making me feel any better about being here. That's the worst that can happen. What's the worst that can happen? It was years ago. Oh wait, I get it. D rubs a mischievous look on his face and I can't help but gulp. You're afraid of ghosts. I mean, has it been mentioned that the kid who slaughtered everybody is dead or not? What? No way. I shake my head ferociously. Ghosts aren't real. If you say so. Hey, what do you mean by that? Day only shrugs. It's nothing, don't worry about it. When you say it's nothing, it really makes me think that it is indeed something. Relax, I've been here a bunch of times and nothing strange has happened. No ghost has put a 10-year curse on me. In fact, I feel pretty lucky to be near a pretty girl like yourself. Okay, whatever. Both is floating away, but I can't help but smile. Nonchalant is actually making me feel a bit better. Like perhaps there really may not be anything in this house that can hurt me. Though I'm not so sure I should believe that sentiment wholeheartedly yet. Gonna tell me why you've been here a bunch of times? I've been doing my own investigations. About Technia drones? No, about the orphanage and what happened here. I think some of the information that was released to the public was incorrect. A sensationalized story. Now a drone company is occupying this place like nothing ever happened here at all. Don't know if people forgot what tragedy transpired, or if they don't care anymore. It's a part of Interscience history. I want to see if anything new I can find to get people's attention. I want them to care. People who died here deserve more than this.
It sounds like a noble pursuit.
Deer's completely right. Though I had often heard people talking about the tragedy of Little Voice's orphanage. Never spent more than a few moments thinking about it. Sent my condolences in my head and passed along. Might be interesting to look more into what actually happened here. Especially because aside from D and Technia Inc., I don't think anyone has ever been in this building in the last decade. D and I are fighting for the same thing, protecting Interstate's history. I think I can help you. Kill two birds with one stone. We can investigate Technia's involvement and also what happened at the orphanage. We can upload our findings online so more people can find out about what happened here, even if we only come up with a little bit of information.
Thank you.
That would be really nice. Thank you. Way's smile sits so perfectly on his face, darkness covering his eyes ever so slightly, like I'm looking at a porcelain doll. I always want to reach out and stroke Dee's pink hair. I know that I'm in a situation that some people may find startling. There's something about the boy's passion as he speaks about the orphanage. Can't help but want to uncover the truth myself. Don't know if I can fully trust Dee yet, but I'm here for the ride. We should head into the building. Those robot guys haven't actually been inside yet. Just sort of hang about outside, so everything should be intact. Oh, you have to tell me everything you've seen them do. Ah, little lady, I have the answers you desire, but wouldn't you rather do this in the slightly less creepy kitchen of the manor? I'll wine and dine you, like a proper gentleman. And just like that, the seriousness of his words are gone, replaced with a happy and flirty demeanor. Oh, are we going to have olives and cheese in this abandoned orphanage? Sounds really romantic. Olives and cheese? I'll be sure to remember that next time. Who says there will be a next time? There's always a next time. Oh my eyes. I'm sure he can't really see the gesture in the darkness. Is the kitchen where the tunnel leads to? Yeah, it's not uncommon for places that housed a bunch of people to have underground storage for food and garbage disposal. This place was an orphanage. Kids were hungry. The staff couldn't hide their rations in plain sight. Already did a lot of research, huh?
Yeah.
Found out that all orphanages, group homes and shelters were like that years ago. I wonder, was he maybe an orphan here at some point? That's how he knows about all this stuff? Like a historian in training or something. I wouldn't go that far. I just like knowing about what made it into Stice what it is. You know, this town wasn't built in a day. I can't forget what used to be here, despite the tragic events that unfolded, because it's a part of Intercice's growth. You're right. I think the town still does care about this place. Citizens talk a lot about the legend of the Little Voices orphanage. Beyond that though, our Tino mansion, albeit abandoned, adds some character to our town. We're both after the same thing in the long run. Wanted to preserve the past of this place. You want to protect its future from drones, I guess. Drones that replace human delivery people. It's a noble pursuit too, okay? Hey, I never said that I wasn't. Though I also said let's speak upstairs. And we are still here in the dark tunnels. If I didn't know any better, I think that you wanted to keep me in a dark room. Just the two of us. Okay, stop talking and just lead the way out of here. Hearing chuckle, though no more words passed between us, till we approached the ladder leading up to what looks like a wooden hatch. Had to squint, even with Frodo's flashlight function, to make it out.
Ladies first.
What do you mean? You know this place better than I do. I should follow you. What if a spooky ghost reaches out and grabs you while I'm climbing? Ghosts aren't real. Right, I forgot. Stop playing around. Fine, but you don't complain if I can't turn around fast enough to help you. Help me from what? But it's too late. He's already begun climbing up the ladder. Hang back until he opens the hatch, then turns around to offer me a hand. Need some help? Best way to help is to make sure no one is up there. While you stay all alone in the creepy tunnel? Yes. Move him away and assist that he checks for any unwelcome visitors waiting for us. I'm not convinced by the ghost thing, but rats and other rodents are definitely a possibility. Coast is clear. Stop yelling, you're gonna give us away. You worry too much. His voice echoes through the tunnels, creating an eerie effect. Don't want to stay down here much longer. You know, wouldn't have to yell if you just came up here. Oh, hush, I'm on my way. Doesn't take long to push the small wooden plank over once I reach the top of the ladder. Pull myself up and then I call down the hole for my drone to float up towards us. Aw, it's cute how the robot follows you around, like a little pet or something. No drone, no robot. Robots aren't real. Oh, my mistake. Flying metal thing that can have a conversation with you is not a robot. It's a droid. Drone. Right, what did I say? Said droid, but never mind. Tried to readjust my eyes to the dark kitchen, but Frodo doesn't provide a big enough radius with his light. Just shuffling his day walks past me and towards the back wall where he flicks on a switch. Lights in the room turn on so violently that I have to shield my eyes as they adjust to the new brightness. You think the security guard will see the light somehow? Trust me, I've done this a bunch of times before. No one will see us all the way out from outside. How many times have you done this exactly? Walk over to one of the counters and hop onto it. Marble, though aged considerably, still feels sturdy, even as I struggle to cross my legs into a pretzel shape. I can feel Dee's eyes on me as I maneuver about the room. Remember what he said earlier about protecting history. Just like defiling the place or something. Maybe I should move to help down, but Dee joins next to me, a smile on his face. If it's defiling, then I guess some warrior spirits are going to be really offended with the both of us. It's to preserve history, but then stomps all over the old manor. Say this in what I hope sounds like a juvenile tone, but Dee seems wrapped up in something else as he begins counting things off his fingers. Okay, I give up. It's too many times to count.
Huh?
You asked me how many times I've been here before. Lost track, but it's been a lot. You must be from around here then. Wait to see if his facial expression proves my doubt. I've been delivering to the residents of Inner Size for years, and with the exception of a few prolific townspeople, I know just about every person's dress, likes, and even family members. Yet, I don't ever recall meeting a pink-haired individual like himself. I feel like I'd remember someone as eccentric as D, but calling him out might make him question me, and I can't let my family's name be dragged in the mud. This whole thing blows up in my face. Kind of. Don't live in the town anymore, but I do visit a lot. Can't seem to stay away. That I can understand. I don't know if it's so easy for travellers to pass through. Interstice has this whimsical charm about it. I'm always discovering something new, even though I swear I know the city like the back of my hand. You, for example. I'm a part of this town's whimsical charm now. I like it. That's not what I meant, and you know it. He winks, something he seems to like to do quite a bit, then points to my drone. Okay, playtime is over. What fancy things can your drone do? Place my hand on my chin and think for a moment. Didn't really have a plan once I got inside the building. But on first glance at the kitchen we're sitting in, there isn't anything suspicious. No makeshift government labs, important documents sprawled across the table, or horribly disconfigured drones. This is simply an abandoned old house, nothing out of a horror movie. In fact, even the cold air of apprehension I was feeling before in the tunnels has melted away. T so casually sits by my side. You okay? Oh yes, I was just thinking that this looks nothing like what I was expecting. I thought there'd be some drone parts scattered about or something. Isn't this a test facility? As far as I've seen, looks like the drones only ever stay outside. Guys seem to be too scared to come inside the house, and the tech people only come every so often to check on the drones. That's kinda strange. Is Technion really just using the outside to test flight patterns or something? I've seen the drones circling the place mostly, but sometimes when the Technion people come, drones will be instructed to pick up and deliver a package to the front door of the manor. Are the drones any good? Are they ready to be released and still the job as a Karas family, you mean? Makes an exaggerated movement, flicker of amusement in his eyes, and I'm not smiling. Alright, I'll be serious. The drones do as they're instructed, but there's still some hiccups. You saw for yourself earlier with the security guard. Drone would not stop, despite being told several different ways to power down. That's good at least. Transport drones won't be making it to market yet. Reach up and scratch my cheek.
Well...
Have you noticed anything else? Nothing really suspicious, but I don't know how all the drone stuff works, if I'm being honest. So I wouldn't know what else is really important. Oh, don't worry about it. You leave that fun smarty pants stuff to me. And by me, I mean my drone. Let's see if there's anything out of the ordinary in this place. Start by having Frodo take some videos and pictures that we can review and then go from there. Work your magic. Oh, before I start, are you okay with me using some of the footage with you in it for my web show? If it's usable, yeah, go wild. I'll down from my seat with a newfound energy, ready to see what we can find. Okay, well in that case, Frodo, can you please take a snapshot of the entire room? Activate the investigation macro.
Certainly.
Investigation? What now? Oh, I coded in a little macro that is tuned for my investigations. Drone will take multiple pictures and some videos. Then it will point out any areas of interest based on most common areas searched online and other algorithm things. I think I had to see it to understand. Can't help but giggle at the bemused expression on his face. It's actually kind of adorable, but I can't let Dean know about that. Meanwhile, the drone moves around the room, making small shuddering noises. Miss Delphine, investigation complete. I'm preparing to project your results.
Day.
Hey, watch this. It's cool. Right, I'm watching. Let's see. Watch these expressions shift from skepticism to disbelief as a holographic image of the kitchen is pulled in front of us. Turn to him and see a frown on his face. In fact, he's looking a little pale. That wasn't the reaction I was hoping for.
That's a sick joke, Delphine.
What are you talking about? Sick joke? What are you talking about? Oh my. Oh, well, this is kind of, fucked. Voice gets hitched in my throat as I lay eyes on the disturbing sight being projected. The image displayed from photos projected is indeed the kitchen from the manor, but there's one stark difference. Well, two actually. With me and Dee are missing from the image. The kitchen is covered in splatters of blood. It's never done that before. Photo. The macro is set to take pictures of the room, not take any from the internet. This is a photo of the room that was taken at exactly 12:30 AM.
Huh?
How is that possible? You didn't do this, Delphine? I shook my head with a frown on my own. No, I swear I didn't. Photo, can you search up images of the manor online?
Results found.
There are 50 results uploaded recently. Send it to your phone. There's a time going through the pictures that were sent to my phone. All I see are images of the outside of the manor, usually accompanied by the flyer handed out by the mayor. Are there any pictures of the manor's interior? Sending more results to your phone. I scroll through these images. I'm met with old images in sepia tones. No new images of the interior of the manor. Makes sense considering it's been trespassing to do as such. Now what? Let's run through the rest of the investigation macro and see if we can find any other information. This is really strange. If it's just the image that's distorted, then the data will probably be fine. Probably. Offer a weak smile and hover my index finger above the image. All I have to do is tap on the area of interest, and then we can find out more information from the web. So, if those pictures on my phone were any indication, there may not be much new information about the manor. Could we ask your droid questions that aren't directly related to the orphanage? I think if we could ask questions about other things, we could make the connection ourselves. Of course. What do you think? I'm an amateur? Day watches me curiously as I use my fingers to pinch the holographic image and make it bigger. Okay, let's see. Where do we start? Oh, okay, the box has no labels on it, so I cannot ascertain what it is inside. I'll point it out then. Hey, don't talk to my droid like that. Is there feelings? Let's ask her. Frodo, do you have any feelings? No, I do not possess any human emotions, User 2.
Shut it, User 2.
Let the girl continue. Frodo. Box is most commonly used as a means of storage in a home. Good point. See, stop complaining. Let's open it and look what's inside. Kneel on the ground by the box and pull it out from the wedge placed between the old metal shelf and the wall. Oof. Pull it with enough force that it bangs onto my chest, rattling the contents. Need help? I look out from my spot on the floor. Too late for that. Already got it. Let's see what's inside. Probably kitchen stuff. Going to pull out spoons, knives, forks, all kitchen stuff. See, what did I say? Ha! Cry out as I hold up a worn out piece of brown paper. Looks like it's been unfolded and folded 100 times over. Just opening it feels like a risk that I will tear the page in half. They looks curiously over my shoulder. Ah, so now I have his attention.
What?
What is that? I don't know, but whatever it is, it has to have been here for years. Look at the discoloration and the creases. Open it with care. Don't worry, I will. I begin to unfold the paper, taking extra care as I feel Dee's gaze on my hands. It takes some time, but when I finally have the letter open in front of me, realization dawns on me. It's a recipe for chocolate chip cookies. Ah, damn it. That handwriting. Find the point he's trying to get at. The handwriting, big and scratchy, in different colored crayons. There's only one assumption I can make. It looks like a child wrote it, but the recipe is pretty detailed. Someone must have helped them with the steps. Maybe they were just a smart kid. You could be right, just reminds me of a memory. Here's someone who loved to write things on her own, but needed me to tell her what to write, even with recipes like this.
Oh, that's cute.
Glad you think I'm cute too. No, not you, the memory. And the cookies. They really sound yummy. Extra chocolate chips, heart-shaped cookie cutters, and a whole lot of sugar. I'm sure cookies like those would taste amazing, with a lot of love. Pull the paper up again as gingerly as I can, and move to put it into the box when Dee stops me. Wait, keep it. Huh? Might be helpful later on. Not sure how, but Dee seems pretty adamant about this, so I placed the recipe inside my leather bag. Well, that was pretty cool. C's lips upturned into a big smile. Yeah, I told you my little droid is amazing. Drone. Wait, what? You said droid. Looks like I'm rubbing off on you. No, I don't think so. Say what you want, but if we spend enough time together, we might get there. Chance that might turn into a won't. Let's keep searching. Okay, what's gonna appear next? Oh, the fox is over here. The thing looks as if it has some rust on it. Frodo, what causes rust? Rust is caused by iron particles being exposed to water and oxygen, resulting in oxidation and corrosion. So there's iron in the plumbing here? I wonder, does the water still run? Never tried. Let's see. Head over to the sink and turn it on. Nothing happens. According to house ordinances, any unoccupied houses lose access to plumbing. So the rust is from before. Shall I see we're cooking with iron in the water? Frodo, is that safe? Iron in water has not been reported to be unhealthy to humans. Must be something with that information, but let's keep looking for now. Oh, the wall is next. Unlike most kitchens built during the time of Artino Manor, this particular room has no windows. Less sunlight. I place my hand on my chin to try and make sense of it. Not only that, this manor doesn't have any air cooling system. Must have been incredibly hot in here while people were cooking.
User 2.
User 2 is correct. Ventilation systems can be seen on the right hand side wall. These were often used to regulate the heat build-up and prevent house fires. But they didn't keep people cool. just not bursting into flames.
Huh?
Huh, interesting. All these kids to take care of. Imagine there would be staff hired as cooks, specifically. Don't know what that means for our investigation yet, but let's keep looking. Okay, we're doing pots and pans next. Hopefully there's no, body parts in them. Let's see what Frodo has to say about these pans. They're still out of the stove, since the previous occupants never put them away. Well, that's because they died. Remember the whole tragedy thing? Right. Well, maybe Frodo has some info that can help us narrow down some specifics. I have detected residue on the pans. When compared to other images on the internet, I determined that what was cooked in here must have been something akin to noodles. So that's what this little brown thing is, huh? Never knew a noodle could last this long. Looks like even if the image is bloody, your droid is still picking up accurate information. We'll need to figure out why that's happening, but let's focus on the task at hand. Noodles sound like a dinner food, so was the killing in the afternoon, maybe? Frodo, what is the time on record that the tragedy at Little Voices Orphanage occurred? According to official police records, no time of death was ever recorded. Instead, it lists the police arrival at 3 p.m. That can't be right. Places a hand on his chin and frowns. What do you mean? Noodles off with a dinner food. Right about that. If you prepare them too early, they get sticky. Could it be that noodle leftover in this pan is from poor cleaning? Maybe. Daly shrugs and looks at me. Tentative time then, maybe. Something in another room could confirm that for us. Let's keep looking. Sanders watches over me as I stand in this kitchen. One thing hearing about the past on the news and through stories from the people in town, a different thing entirely when you're standing in a place that people lived and died in. Wrap my arms around myself and shut my eyes, trying to imagine what life must have been like at this orphanage before the big tragedy went down. An adult standing at the sink, gathering water to boil, another person stirring the noodles that are already cooking in the pot. In the corner, a child scribbling away to come up with a chocolate chip cookie recipe. It's a stark contrast to the blood splatters on the image that Frodo is projecting. The place was once very much alive. Can we turn that bloody picture off now? I'm not usually squeamish, but the more I look at it, the sicker I get. Right, yes, Frodo, we're finished.
Very well.
Back to normal. Give me scissors away. Leave me and Dee in the abandoned kitchen. I think there was some interesting progress, but we're only scratching the surface. We should find more information in the other rooms.
Yeah.
Nods, but the playful air that's usually around him is gone. You okay? I was just thinking about everything. People were going about their day, not even knowing what was going to befall them. Makes me feel a little sick inside. So many people, including children, had their lives shattered. It seems like no one really cared. Not enough to come in here and clean up the place at least. Or to even look at what's been left behind. People here deserve so much more. That little kid who wrote that recipe deserves so much more. Well, that's what we're here for. Going to make people care. Help shed some light on what happened here.
Thank you.
Of course. Let's keep pushing through the house. Which room is next? Just outside the door is the bathroom. Beyond that are the stairs that lead up to the bedrooms. We should check everything. To the bathroom. put my fist up into the air in hopes of lightening the mood a bit. Dave mimics the motion, but I can tell he's still a bit distracted. Come on. Together we head to the door of the kitchen, followed closely by Frodo, our portable flashlight. We arrive in the dark bathroom after a short walk, probably about 30 seconds. Guess it was just enough time for Dee to recharge his energy. Can you stop jumping at me? It honestly startles me a bit. And here we have the luxurious bathrooms. Dee jumps in front of me and uses his spirit fingers, like a high school cheerleader. Feels like the heaviness from moments ago is gone, or at least hidden as the main man prances around the restroom. Can't help but laugh at the spectacle. Noticing me, Dee stops what he's doing and stands guard in the doorway, his arms crossed over his chest. What's so funny, little dolphin? Nothing at all. Really? So it was the ghost I heard laughing then? Yes, she says hi. Oh, you can talk to ghosts now. Tell her I said she sounds beautiful. Oh my eyes. Says maybe in another life or something. Ah, star-crossed lovers, how romantic. Oh jeez, heard it all. You know, I don't really like that tone, young lady. Not letting you through. What? Don't be lame. I'm not lame. Improve it, let me in. Says to deliberate for a moment. Well, even if I don't want to be lame, I can't let you pass anyway. Why not? This is the little boy's room. I roll my eyes. Are you gonna tell the teacher on me? Yes, and they'll make you write a 500-word essay about why your behavior isn't proper. I'm willing to break the rules and write the essay.
Wow, a bad girl. Gotta love it.
I ignore him and make my way into the bathroom. As Dave stands to the side of the door, flicks the light on. Or at least he tries to. Looks like the power doesn't work in this room. That's strange. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Let me see what Frodo can find in here. I enter the room, a sweet smelling sensation walks to my nose. Do you smell that? Delphine, we're in a bathroom. No, nothing like that, jeez. It's like coffee. Definitely coffee. I could go for a cup right now, actually. Coffee? I don't smell a thing. That's because you're all the way out there. Take a step inside. Come on, I didn't bite. I would love it if you did. What? Nothing. Notice how small the bathroom is when Dee steps in beside me. There's only a few inches between the two of us. Think of a toilet as a metaphorical separator. But other than that, there's not much else in here except for a glossy window. Just like one that I've seen in my grandfather's house. Can't see in or out, so they act like only as a light source. Considering it's nighttime, I think we're safe from prying eyes. He takes an exaggerating sniff of the air and shakes his head. White part of his bangs hits his forehead. Nope, no coffee. Well, such a shame. It was really good. Maybe the security guard outside was stroking something. Oh, that's too far. It had to be some really strong coffee. Or it's all in your head. It's probably ghost coffee. Ghost coffee? I thought you agreed they weren't real. Right, my bad. Spirit coffee. Rolls his eyes, but the smile never leaves his face. Frodo, can you do an investigation micro? Frodo bobs up, back and forth by Dee's shoulder.
User 2.
I'm sorry, User 2. Nothing is defined as investigation micro. There's a macro, User 2. Okay, little dolphin, let me try again. Photo, can you do an investigation macro? That's not how you ask either. Mother under my breath, but Frodo seems to get Dee's attention and begins to whirl around the small bathroom. Dee and I duck out of the way and step back into the hallway. So, Delphine, I got a question for you. I got an answer. What's the answer? But you said... Oh, yeah. But you said you have an answer. Thought maybe you were psychic or something. And knew what I was going to ask ahead of that. I am psychic. Ready? Listen to this. I shut my eyes like I'm meditating.
You are about to ask me on a date.
Huh, how did you know? Wait, really? No, but I like your idea better, so Delphine, will you... Shutting it down. Ask you a real question.
Ouch.
Paused for a moment before reaching out to tighten his ponytail. I want to ask about your hair.
Huh?
My hair? What about it? Begin to twirl a strand of it around my index finger. It's blue. Yeah, so? He scratches his cheek. No one makes fun of you for it? No? No one besides you right now? No, wait. I knew that was going to come out wrong. Take a challenging step forward and glare. Why would people make fun of my hair, Dee? He raises his arm as if to stroke my hair, then drops it, pulling his arm back to his side with some hesitance. They shouldn't. It's really nice. Vibrant. Like you. Has anyone ever told you that you're a smooth talker? Yes, but I wasn't trying to flirt this time. Anyway, forget I said anything. Let's ask about his hair. Do people make fun of your hair? What gives you that idea? My hair is very stylish. I know, which is why I'd be shocked if you told me people didn't make fun of you for it. Though from the hesitance in his tone and how random his question was, I can't help but think that people do in fact make fun of Dee for his hair. Don't understand why, as it makes him look very handsome. Pink is really beautiful. Get a pale color like that. Do you know how many times I would have to bleach and tone it? This is my natural hair color. No way. Here I thought you dyed it pink to match that whole cool kid look that you got going on. Oh, so in the kitchen you're calling me cute and now you think I'm a cool kid too? Delphine, tell me how you really feel. I feel like you're an idiot.
Ouch.
Okay, moving on. Grows a stray strand of hair near his ear and lets out a sigh. You know, I actually tried to dye it brown when I was a child. Really? How did it look? It didn't work. I was a kid, so I didn't have any money to buy dye. I just used anything brown I could find in my house, including groundnut coffee beans and a tea bath. Hold a hand over my house to start for a laugh. Funny, is it? Kind of a weird connection I'm making, but the coffee that we smelt earlier. Is that because of him, maybe? Because... Because he mentioned about trying to dye his hair with coffee, so... Just imagine you putting coffee grounds into your hair. I'm sure it was a good moisturizer, at the very least. I just wanted to look like the other kids. Assertion breaks my heart. Did the other kids make fun of you? Yeah, I got picked on for a ton of reasons. Hair was one of the big ones. Those kids were lame. I think your hair really suits you. Hard to imagine the man who effortlessly scaled a wall and walked through a dark tunnel underneath an abandoned orphanage was bullied. Can't understand why those kids would be so cruel to Dee. He seems like a really great guy.
You're a cutie, Day. Don't let people tell you otherwise.
Clasp my hands together and lean towards him slightly. Day reaches up and places a hand behind his head. Freddy, you got that recorded, right? Delphine thinks I'm pretty cute. Roll my eyes and let out a laugh. Once he's right. I do sincerely think he's a cutie. There's just something about his smile and laid-back demeanor that makes him oh so charming. Dave feigns shock and places a hand over his mouth. No objections this time? No time for objections. We're investigating. Investigating, right. Let's get back to it then, little dolphin. Freddy floats beside us with impeccable timing. Sorry, Delphine. I was unable to secure an image. What do you mean? It is too dark. Flash and drone isn't powerful enough to light up a whole space and take HD pictures. Yeah. Makes sense with these older models. It's just a bathroom anyway. Nothing really exciting there except a toilet and a sink. Already discussed the plumbing in the kitchen. Still, fine. Guess it can't be helped. At least we had a nice talk, right? Yeah, a pleasant conversation in the darkness. Lots of amazing things happen in the dark, Delphine. I can show you. Please don't. The only thing I want you to show me is the way to the next room. Please, lead the way. Alright, stay close to me. We're heading upstairs now to where the bedrooms are. Stare at him for a moment. What? No bedroom joke? Why would I make a bedroom joke? There's a mysterious glint in his eyes. You know what? Never mind. He chuckles at me and begins to walk forward towards our destination.